Hi, it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching The Mandalorian, Season 1, Episode 1, The Mandalorian. And this show came second, joint second in my Patreon polls. It will be coming out once a week. If you are on the top 2 tiers on my Patreon, you can watch the unedited version of this. Then a week later, while they get Episode 2, the next down tier will get the YouTube version a week early, and then the week after that, so 2 weeks after it first goes on Patreon, it will come to YouTube in the edited version. And I'm very excited to get into this show. Also, if you want to watch the unedited version of this reaction or my other reactions, you can go to my Patreon, and if you want to vote on future polls for what shows to watch to help influence it, you can also vote there. But babbling aside, I have been looking forward to watching this show for a long time, and I was kind of umming and ahhing about reacting to it, but then I was like, you know what, I'm going to put it on the poll, and it came second, so that's good. I really like Star Wars. I will be honest and say I am not like an expert in Star Wars. I have seen most of the movies one time. I watched the original 2 trilogies before The Force Awakens came out, like ready to go and see The Force Awakens. It was not part of like my childhood or anything growing up, and I really enjoyed it. Like even the older movies that I was apprehensive about just because I thought they'd be dated, and like obviously they were, but I really enjoyed them. And I've seen everything up to The Rise of Skywalker. I have not seen the latest movie just because my health meant I couldn't go to the cinema, and then I've heard a lot of bad things. But I have it, I've recorded it, I'm going to watch it, and I really do like Star Wars. But my disclaimer is that I'm not an expert in Star Wars. So if they do a really cool reference to something and it goes over my head, do feel free to let me know about it. Don't spoil things from The Mandalorian. Like don't spoil something that the show itself is going to reveal. But if they make a reference and I miss it, I would love to know what that reference is, because as much as I really enjoy Star Wars, I don't have an encyclopedic knowledge like a lot of people do, and like a lot of fans of this show will do, so I'm sure they're going to put in references for those people, if that makes sense. But yeah, I really like Star Wars. I always have, since I started watching it a few years ago now, and this show I'm very excited about. All I know about it is that Mandalorian is in it. I think she's not necessarily a huge part of it, or at least I don't think she's in Season 1 a whole lot, but anyway, I love her. The Mandalorian, he always has a mask on, I feel like is a thing, and I know about the child, Baby Yoda. The context, I don't know, I just, obviously if you were on the internet when this show came out, Baby Yoda was everywhere, or at least the child, I suppose. We don't technically know about Baby Yoda, and if, as you can see from my love of Baby Groot, my love of Kevin the Carrot, I also have several Compare the Meerkat Baby Olegs. If there is a cute little animated thing, I'm going to fall in love with it, so I'm very excited for the child. But yeah, I really don't know what to expect from this show. I looked it up, and this show takes place in between the original trilogies and the new trilogy, so I kind of feel like I have a rough idea of where we are. So yeah, I'm just really excited to finally get to watch The Mandalorian. So that is my babbling away. Like I said, if you want to watch the unedited version of this, you can go to my Patreon. Yeah, without further ado, let's watch The Mandalorian. I was waiting for that. Is the door gonna shut on him? Ugh, I knew that was coming! I did not need it. Is he his bounty or something? Yeah.
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
I think you're just going with this guy, I'm afraid. Your time on the run is over. Everything about sci-fi I love, and I love franchises like Star Wars where you've just built so much. That was a cute little one though, I'd have taken that one.
You're looking for Ravenax, right?
Oh god.
Right now.
Oh dear, rest in peace. Are we gonna get to see it? Yeah, we got to see it. Don't bite onto the ship. Oh my god, he's just gonna go deal with the creature. Like, why not? This is definitely a really good opening to show off his skill set, and also his temperament. He's gonna try and butter him up. I forgot about this. Like, this was a Star Wars thing.
That's not gonna happen this year.
No.
Probably not.
You just made it easy for him to get you there. He always makes an entrance, whichever room he goes into.
No poke. Face to face.
Ooh.
Direct.
I wonder how much of this they use a stand-in body double for. Oh, I can't get attached to every robot I see. Oh god.
No! Drop your weapons. No.
Outweighs his discretion.
Whatever they're offering is not morally worth it.
First. A man of your skill should make short work of this.
Well, now he has to. It would be useful if someone could explain what a Mandalorian is. Like, all robots. Ugh. Dobby! And what they were with the Empire and everything, just because I'm not familiar. More of them. Even children with the masks on? Wow, they really don't hit those masks off. So he's not independent, he works with this lot. Other Mandalorians. Ooh. So does he become orphaned because of the Empire? Tragic backstories. I love it. Like giant fish with legs. That giant fish with legs got very close and got his arm. Ow. I mean, yeah, it's trying to eat you, but... Who's shot that? Oh my god. Hello?
Thank you. You are a bounty hunter. I will help you.
That's nice. Do you want a prize, or are you just being kind?
They died.
This is not ominous.
Well, then I don't know if I want your help.
Need one. To ride. The way is impossible.
We'll take a blurg.
I have spoken.
He's spoken. I like that we're seeing that he's not just like some super soldier. That's it. He's doing it. I have spoken. I love these giant fish with legs. I love this so much.
There will be no peace until they're gone.
Who are they?
Help. I have spoken.
He has spoken.
Droids. We split the reward.
This is acceptable.
Great.
If I am to proceed, alert.
I hope these are bad guys. I would not want to be on this robot's bad side.
I will initiate self-destruct.
You really don't need to do that.
We're shooting our way out. Okay.
I love it.
Beginning self-destruct countdown.
No, stop.
Now he has it. Just what he needed. I definitely get the feeling he's very much a scrapes through by the skin of his teeth kind of Mandalorian.
You're not so bad. For a droid.
Agreed.
That blaster hits the chest. You okay?
Sploosh. I'm so excited. This must have been so cool for people that didn't know about Baby Yoda. Or the child. I don't know. Is this really Yoda or not?
Many centuries. Sadly, we'll never know.
No. Oh no, it's a baby. So does that mean he was sent by somebody else? I want a Baby Yoda. I really enjoyed that. Okay, I really enjoyed that episode. I loved how you kind of went straight into seeing the Mandalorian on a bounty, straight into seeing like how skilled a fighter he was, so you knew that he was skillful, that he was able to cope in a crisis. We saw him with, you know, that creature that was grabbing the ship, that kind of his quick thinking. I mean, as a hero of a show, or at least the main character of a show, I assume he's a hero because I assume so. You expect that kind of thing, but I think they did a really good job of kind of showcasing his skills, and then kind of how he just gets the job done. He's just very focused on it, and how you can't pull one over on him. Then I also like that we saw that the blogs were able to, like, he's not perfect, like he's able to mess up and need some help. Like if the guy who, I don't know if we caught his name, but you know, I have spoken. If I have spoken was not there, then he would not have survived the blogs. So I really just enjoyed all of that. I like kind of seeing the concept of, you know, of the bounties and everything. It was very Killjoy-esque to me, but kind of him doing that, the fact that there are residual pockets of the Empire around, which makes sense even if you don't want it to be. So they've sent him after the child, which I don't know. Don't tell me if that's Baby Yoda, really Yoda, if the show reveals that. Like, or if I'm just supposed to know whether or not that's really Yoda. But I mean, maybe Yoda had some kind of like phoenix cycle, or maybe there's just another of his species. I don't know. But the child, I'm so excited to get to watch more of the child, like, and the rest of the show, because I think I'm really enjoying the Mandalorian's character so far. I love Pedro Pascal, but like, I'm excited to kind of get to know him more and to see him with the child. And I love the world building of Star Wars because there have been so many movies and other side things. There's just such a depth of these worlds, and all the different characters within the world, and the droids. I am a sucker for a cute little animated thing, and droids get me every time. R2-D2 I loved. BB-8 is my child. So that was fun, and I was kind of excited. I liked the robot, and the robot was like, I will terminate the child. And I was like, I'm sorry. Bye-bye droid. So yeah, this was a really, really promising first episode. I'm sorry if I didn't react too much, but I definitely feel like this is a show where I'm going to get more and more attached as it goes on, and I can't wait to watch more and more of it and to get even more world building and more kind of, yeah, because I don't see this going the way where he gives the child to the Empire people, because they are bad and he doesn't like them, and the child is good, and he was a child that was lost. And yeah, so I'm very interested. I just really felt like this pilot just had potential. It did a really good job of like laying the groundwork of what the Mandalorian's life is like, of exploring the Mandalorians as a concept. I loved how they did the flashbacks to his parents dying. I mean, I didn't love it, but like the tragicness of it, but the way they intercut that with what was going on, I think really helped to show that that's what happened, and that he still really feels that is not trauma he has moved on from. That is trauma he still carries with him, which I think might very much explain why he didn't want the Empire money, and then it might very much explain if he chooses not to give the child to the Empire. But no, I'm just really excited. I don't know, I kind of can guess that's kind of the direction the show's going to go, and maybe it'll become like him trying to do his job and trying to protect the child from them. But at the same time, I really don't know where the show's going to go, if that makes sense. I know that there's 8 episodes, I believe, but yeah, this is just such a promising pilot, and I don't have that much to say in my review, any more than I already have, just because it was very much a pilot, but it was a very good pilot, and I'm very excited to watch the rest of the show. So yeah, if you would like to watch the unedited version of this reaction and all my other reactions, or to vote on polls or sponsor shows or the usual Patreon stuff, you can check that out on my Patreon. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to watching the rest of the season.